3. And here we are. Hello, everyone. We are with Zita, with Zita's Healthy Beginnings, and she is the boss. Hi, Zita. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you, John?
I'm very good. We're going to be talking about breastfeeding today. And so we got a couple things to talk about with this. Um, one is um, what is what are the barriers to breastfeeding? What are those barriers that would keep women from breastfeeding? So, can you tell us what those barriers would be?
Yes, thank you again, John. Hi, everyone. My name is Sister Zita. I am the founder of Zita's Healthy Beginnings. And what Zita's Healthy Beginnings is all about taking care of mothers and babies, ensuring that women go through pregnancy safely, have safe birth, and of course, have their babies and support their babies healthy and to really have overall a good and better outcome for moms and babies. And this month is August, and actually, August is the month for breastfeeding. It is a national month for breastfeeding. It is also international. A lot of people all over the world who are involved in healthcare talking about it at different platforms. I did make a video clip, a short video clip on August 1st, talking about breast milk and breastfeeding. So please refer to our video clip on our website, on Instagram, and our Facebook. So I quickly summarize the benefits of breast milk and breastfeeding, both for the mother and for the baby. There are numerous benefits, including prevention of breast cancer and ovarian cancer, which we know has really been ravaging lives of moms all over the world, especially here in the Western world. And so we want to continue to educate our people, our population on the need for breastfeeding. Breast, they say, is best. Breast milk is best. Breast milk is a natural recipe. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to mix anything. It's just natural. God made it that way. So the mom does not actually worry about it. All you need is your baby is out, put the baby skin to skin, and let the rest be, normal and natural. But we also know that today, with all that is going on in our society, there are some barriers that are really getting on the way, and mothers are unable to really accomplish their goals, breastfeeding goals. So, on this podcast this evening, we want to actually look at those reasons, barriers, and see how we could navigate them, or how a mom can receive support that helps her to navigate those obstacles and those barriers. So, one of the barriers to breastfeeding is not cultural, it is societal. In our society today, breastfeeding is not fashionable. It is not, some people see it as not being attractive, and therefore, a breastfeeding mother who works in any governmental, private setting does not really get all the support she needs. Some offices do not even provide a decent place for the mother to take out time, like 10, 15 minutes, to go and pump to feed her baby. Or even if she has her baby close by, she cannot find that decent place to breastfeed her baby. And what does that do? So when a mom is not able to consistently breastfeed her baby, that impacts her breast milk supply. Because once after birth, the breast milk starts to flow. What helps it to continue to flow is consistency, frequency in breastfeeding or pumping. So if a mother is not able to like feed every 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, which is really recommended, that gives her space between her and her baby. Baby takes time to suck and then 15, 30 minutes, and then gives that gap for 2 hours or 3 hours. Some babies do that. Others also do shorter, like an hour. It all depends. But what is more important is that the woman continues to maintain regular breastfeeding routine. Even when she's in the office, she needs to take out time in between her job to breastfeed her baby, give time to the baby. But what is going on today is in our society is no longer encouraged by all these strict laws that is going on. Mothers do not have that privilege anymore to go to a safe place, a better place, or a relaxing place to pump or to breastfeed. And remember, breast milk, everything is controlled in the brain. So if the woman's brain is really hyperactive, not relaxed, or anything, it impacts her breast milk supply. So that is one of the barriers. So if a mother gives birth to a baby, she starts breastfeeding, she takes like 2, 3 weeks, and then she goes back to work. And with all I have mentioned, which are obstacles, barriers, she's no longer able to maintain that consistency. And guess what happens? She gives up hope. She's no longer breastfeeding. And when she tries, of course, because the breast milk flow has been interrupted, she's no longer having enough breast milk. And she thinks that she was really the problem. But it wasn't her. It was just the support she needed, she did not get. So that interferes with her breastfeeding routine. And some of them quickly give up hope. Remember, we're talking about younger generation, that some of them feel that they're incapable. And that is even not true. But that's what they have in their heads. And so they just quit trying. And the other thing is lack of support or poor support. You find some mothers, especially the single moms, who are juggling all kinds of jobs when they're pregnant. Some of them do not have that family support, or the families are busy themselves, not really paying a whole lot of attention. So that really impacts the woman, and that also impacts breastfeeding. And all you hear is like, well, I'm going to try, and if it doesn't work, I just do bottle. That is not really to the best interest of the baby or even the woman, because the benefits of breastfeeding is both for the mother and for the baby. Another barrier we see is lack of education, or actually poor education. Many mothers, many educated women do not have the education when it comes to prenatal care or self care before they get pregnant, or even during pregnancy or after childbirth. So, all of these reasons really impact a mother's, sense of understanding about breastfeeding, breast milk, uh, and that really jeopardizes breastfeeding. And the other thing is, of course, poverty. A lot of mothers are really from poor families. I know that here, especially here in the United States, breastfeeding is not that popular, like I said earlier. And two, if a woman is actually struggling, she does not, like I said, have the support. She comes from a not so good of a background. She's not thinking about breastfeeding as a priority. And then when she goes to seek for medical services, she doesn't really get breastfeeding support as the first line of support. Unfortunately, what we see happening is these women are being given even some samples of breastfeeding alternative formulas, which, in my opinion, is not the same as breast milk. Some people can use breast milk, breast supplement, which is the formula as we know them today. But we all know that that is not the same. Now, every mother has the right to feed her baby, and every baby has the right to breastfeed. But we know that there are certain cases, extreme cases, where either the mom was too sick, or unfortunately she passed away, or the baby was too sick to really go on the breast. But also, we encourage moms in that situation with babies who are pretty sick to try to pump. But as we know, it takes a village, especially when you're dealing with a little baby that is a little premature, not really ready for the outside world. So it becomes a little bit of a challenge, but it's still possible. All a mom needs is support from family, from community, and healthcare community is very critical. If we're going to actually make this work for our young mothers, the healthcare community has to really be at the forefront and make it a priority. And I'm not saying that feeding a baby formula is not really good, but I'm saying that it is not as good as breast milk because the God who made it the way it is has a plan. There's a reason for that. So, but what we see today is that a lot of advertising, social media impact on mothers, a lot of them watch social media a lot and they tend to Google a lot, which is okay. But some of this advertising has really discouraged mothers from looking at what is natural, what is safe, what is more beneficial. And of course, when it is like free, sometimes they make that free for them. They tend to go for it. It's much easier. But in the long run, it isn't. Because when you think about the utensils you're taking care of, making sure babies are, they're getting it proper mixed, right temperature and stuff like that, you find out that it's not really that easy. And a lot of babies end up with constipation. They end up with diarrhea. Some of them don't even get the nutrient like they should. Some have reactions from that. So all of that put together, you find out that honestly, the God who made breast milk knew that that is the best for all of us.
Hey, Zita, I'm going to break in here for for a few minutes. If you look at your screen, you can see the home page for our website. We have a lot of information about Zita and who she is. Zita, tell us a little bit about you and also your outreach in Africa. Well, we know you're in Pittsburgh area, but there's an outreach that you go to a couple times a year, and we are now trying to build a hospital there. Would you tell us a little bit about you and how you got into Healthy Beginnings and what that is exactly? And then as you're going along and talking, I'll show them some of the website. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. John is already showing our website, zitashealthybeginnings.org, zitahealthy.org, zitahealthy.org. This a nonprofit organization started 8+ years ago. And what brought about it was the need, like I said, to reduce the death that was happening between, not for moms and babies. And this is a global issue. So when as a midwife and as a nurse, I understand that birthing is a thing of joy. It's not a death sentence. But in my practice over the years in different parts of the world, I noticed a pattern, which I noticed here more actually. But here in the United States, it was pretty much happening. The maternal and infant mortality rate was more in the population of color, Black people and people of color. And so I asked myself, what should I do? I was kind of nursing that whole um, thought until I went home 2015 and learned that two of my extended cousins passed away during childbirth. And I came back to the United States and I'm like, I need to do something. Something has to be done to stop or reduce the incidence of maternal and infant mortality. And so that's how we started it. So here in the United States, we have our doulas right now who are helping us in education, in advocacy, providing services to moms that need them. And also Nigeria, we're doing education pretty much. And the plan, as John said, to build a maternity hospital that will provide the needed services to mothers and babies. And in the meantime, we are also going every year to Nigeria to provide annual free medical clinic to mothers and to babies. So that's pretty much what we're doing. You can see the photos that these are the mission trips we've had in the past in Nigeria. And also some of the photos when we had our event here in the United States, the educational event we had. So you can see what we've done in the past, and we are so glad that we got the opportunity to do this, and we continue to strive to make sure that moms and babies have the best health outcome.
Okay. So you go there a couple times a year, and women come from all over the countryside to get checked out, right? And get some
Yes,
education. So
yes.
right now we're trying to build a hospital where they come there um, and get more education and everything. That's the biggest thing is giving education, and also now you do some training with doulas, which are basically midwives.
So the doulas are actually non-medical, and they provide physical and mental support, mentorship to mothers during pregnancy, at birth, as well
Okay.
as after they have their babies. So these women are really skilled in what they do, and they're certified to help women during this whole period of pregnancy, childbirth, and after childbirth.
Okay. Very good. Let me see now. This is our website. As you can see under Zita's name and my name, we have the website. And it's zitashealthy.org. And I put it in there with the whole thing, and she's just got the name on it. There are a lot of other things in the website. We have a listing of all our podcasts where you can find what we're talking about today. The last one we did was July 2nd, so I'll be posting this one up today. And then we have a blog here, and our blog is very important because it has a lot of information. We're bringing some new people on site now that are going to be dealing with social media and blogging, so we're going to be doing a lot more of this. She has 2 articles already in here about breastfeeding. Sex breastfeeding myths, and the last one here was 5 signs to look for if you are breastfeeding your baby correctly. So those will be good things to talk about and to take a look at. Zita, would you do you have anything else on breastfeeding or the organization in Africa?
So one of the things that I want to really stress on is the education part of breastfeeding, because we can't have enough of education and the support. This is very critical. And here, like I said, we have trained our first cohort of doulas, and they're really ready to work with women in the community. So contact us, Zita's Healthy Beginnings. Our email address is zitahealthy@gmail.com. You can also look for us on Instagram, website zitahealthy.org. There are so many ways you can connect with us, because what we're trying to do is to provide the best services to our mothers, especially here in Western Pennsylvania. And in Nigeria, we have also our contact there. You can equally contact some of our volunteers in Nigeria, those of them who are in Nigeria. You can also contact me, and then I link you up with people over there who also have the ability to encourage you, support you through pregnancy. And as I said earlier, our plan is also to build a standardized maternity hospital, and that is on the way. And we are looking for support, financial support, and so please help us to talk to other people, talk to your friends, talk to your neighbors. We're looking for financial support at this time to construct this hospital, because it is very important. We have thousands of women who cannot get access to health care that they so much deserve, and their children as well. And that
Okay.
is really impacting healthcare, especially for the mothers and their babies.
Hey, Zita, what you can see here right now is this is your Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania office, and the hours of operation are from 8:30 to 5. You can see where the telephone is on here. This is under our contact page, and then our email is zitahealthy@gmail.com. So that's where you can get in and connect with her, ask any questions that you have. All our pages, if you go back to the home page here, I'm going to send it back there for a minute. But maybe do a screenshot of this page right here for the contact us page. And here it is here. Yeah, there's a button here that'll take you to the podcast. And down at the bottom down here, there are donate buttons throughout the website that will help you to donate, and the money will come right in. There's a letter from the founder, which is Zita right here, and it talks about her. There's also a donate button right there. And then we have the photo gallery, which I showed. And then we have the blog. Okay. And then our podcast comes up separately. And well, I'll be adding the podcast that we're doing today for August 6th. So that's
Yeah.
going to be going right in there. And then we have a donate page too. So you can go right into the page. And the thing that just popped up right here is this is under donate and blog, and you can go in here and subscribe to our newsletter, which will send every time we do a blog post, it sends out an email. So go in and sign up right there, wherever you find that. And then talks about taking action and different things. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, we're on YouTube, X. So those are some of the places that you can find us. And all our videos are on YouTube. And then we post them up in other different places. So you can see that, where you can donate in a lot of different places. And that will take you right through there. And we could use the help. We really need help from people. So,
Yeah, and John, today is so interesting. Today is August 6th, and we are doing this 1 day give that they're doing in Pennsylvania. And we have already shared that to our contacts, those that we have their contacts, email contacts. And we're asking if people could actually donate observing this day today to nonprofit, to the work we're doing. So I want to thank those who have already made some donations today. And for those of you that are still on your way to do that, you still have some hours. I think it closes at 11:59 tonight. So please go ahead. No amount is too small. We really appreciate your support, and we look forward to giving you the best and giving you the update on the work we're doing both here in the United States and in Nigeria. Thank you so much as you reach out with your generous donation to Zita's Healthy Beginnings.
oh, very good. Just so you know, Zita's Healthy Beginnings is a 501c3 tax exempt nonprofit organization in the United States.
Yes.
So that's where we are here. We'll be talking about a lot of different things that when it comes to Zita's Healthy, from here in the United States when we have gatherings to Africa itself. And that's why we have a photo page there to let people know. And then every time we write a blog, then it will send. Don't forget to sign up on that email sheet. Zita, is there anything else that we need to touch on?
No, I think that's pretty much it. Just want to let everybody know that breast milk is best and it has a lot of benefit both for the mother and for the baby. So please let us provide support to our mothers so they can do what they know to do best. Thank you.
Yes, and we have 2 blogs that we've done already on breastfeeding, and I would go into the website and take a look at both those blogs and see what Zita wrote. So Zita, thank you very much for coming on today, and we will see you next month. We're trying to do this maybe every 2 weeks or maybe once a month. We're going to be interviewing doulas, doctors, people that work, volunteer for Zita's Healthy Beginnings. People like myself, I'm the website designer and I do the podcast. And then we have other people that volunteer and do social media and all that. So we're really starting to gear up.
Yes.
And I want to ask a question here. If anybody could answer, we were doing 1 hour podcasts, but we've cut back and we're doing them around 30-minute podcasts so people don't get bored and we still get the information out there. And we're going to be putting all kinds of different things on social media, reels and video shorts and stuff like that. So look for us out there and let us know what you think. Okay. Thank you, Zita.
Thank you so much, John. Have a wonderful week.
You too.
All right. Bye, everyone.